as you can tell, we are loaded up. We're headed to Ford Takeover first thing in the morning. So with that being said, I didn't have a lot of time to edit this video. It's already 11 o'clock here my time, so had to get this thing pushed out, but I did want to kind of come out here and apologize for the type video that you're about to watch. Not a lot of editing, guys, but that's all right. Everybody that's going to Ford Takeover, please drive safe, and I can't wait to see you guys there. Let's go ahead and get to the video. Well, we just got some good news. Our engine block is in, so what we're going to do, me and Andrew, going to head over to Georgia, go pick the engine block up, hang out with Papa T for a minute, my brother. What up? Look at Andrew doing what he does. But Andrew, tell them what you just got.
Two SN95.
Two SN95s.
One's a roller that needs a bunch of work, and one's a parts car.
Anyway, guys, we'll talk a little bit more about that maybe on the drive over. How about that? As of right now, we got to go ahead and get on the road. I don't think the damn thing was recording. All right, guys, as you can see, we've got the engine block. Me and Andrew just got it out of the back of his truck. Whew, that thing's stout. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it's stout. I know I said I was gonna give you guys some more footage like along the way of us just talking and stuff like that, but we ended up getting over there to Papa T's, and yeah, we just hung out. So you know how it goes. We ended up hanging out with him for like an hour, hour and a half. So we are back. We have the engine, well, the block anyway, and we're gonna go ahead and unbox this thing on camera for you and see what we got. Dart was supposed to bore the block and clearance it for a 347. That's pretty cool. Me and Andrew were talking about it today. It's pretty cool that Dart basically did all the machine work to this block. So I'm excited about that. I don't even know that they offer that on their site, like if that's even a thing. Maybe it is. But so this thing should be ready to go. Should be clearanced at the bottom of the cylinders. And anyway, we're going to go ahead and open it up and see what we got. I'm curious to see what we got. So guys, cross your fingers. I really hope that this has been prepped correctly. Otherwise, we got to send this thing to the machine shop. Okay, that thing's wrapped up good. Show you the way Dart ships these things. That's pretty cool. So it's all wrapped up in a Dart bag here. So I guess in case it gets wet. Oh yeah, it's not.
Ooh, shiny.
Look at that, guys. Good deal. So as you can see right here, it is clearanced for the 347. So that is really good. Man, this is a good looking block. And I know it's just a block, but, and these are splayed, as you can see, they're in at an angle, so it makes them even stronger.
We're gonna make 1,000 on a Calypso car with this block.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's the magic number nowadays, ain't it?
Yeah, I know. Andrew's kind of making a joke, but it does seem like, you know, the magic number now is 1,000. If you don't make 1,000, then you're not doing anything. But with this particular setup, we're still shooting for, you know, like 600 to the tires, maybe 700, whatever. We'll see. We do have the weak link is going to be our crank. Those Scat 9000 cranks are still good for some power, so we're going to find out one way or the other. I mean, I don't see why we can't make 700 to the tires. I don't know if the turbo we've got, this is 70 millimeter. I don't know if it'll do it. We can always upgrade to a 76 millimeter, so that's probably what we'll eventually do. But I mean, we're going to keep this on 3 kit. We're not, like I said, we're not trying to make 1,000 to the wheels. If we make 700, 750, something like that, ultimately, I'm good with that, guys. I'm fine with that. And the good thing is, this engine will last like that. So, I guess I need to make this into a whole video. I mean, I'm not just going to include this in with something else. So, we'll probably just talk about some other stuff. One thing that I do want to say, I don't know if you guys will see this video before, but Andrew is not going to be able to make it to Ford Takeover. Yep, he's got to work, so everything just kicked back off, and he thought he was going to be able to go, but they gave him overtime, what, Friday and Sunday. So it is what it is, guys, but that's all right. I guess we should probably just go back over real quick, like what the setup's going to be, yeah, and some of the options that we have, because I want to go ahead and, like I said, make this a full video for you and give you all the information that's going to go along with this.
It's going to be a Dart 363 with a precision 88 millimeter.
So what this is a Dart SHP block. These things are good for over 1,000 horsepower, 1,200 horsepower, something like that. So we're good on the block.
We should never crack it.
Yeah, we should never crack it anyway. The kit that we have come from a buddy of mine, Justin. So I got the kit from him. He actually donated it to the channel. He was like, here, man, just I'm not using it. So we have a free rotating assembly. So for those of you that don't know, it is a 347 with forged Icon pistons, forged I-beam rods, and a Scat 9000 crank. Now I know we've been through this. I've read the comments. Me and Andrew both have read the comments. Everybody wants us to basically go to a better crank. Why put that in this motor? Guys, this is what we do. It's gonna make power regardless, and I'm not too concerned about it. So for what we're trying to do, we shouldn't run into any problems. I mean, we could put an all forged $2,000 assembly in this thing and it still come apart first pass, right? I mean, you never know. So as far as heads go, for right now, we're just going to keep what we got. We've got the 170cc SVE heads. Also, I want to touch on that real quick. Like LMR is not selling those heads anymore. I've not spoken to anyone at LMR as to why they're not selling them anymore. I don't know, guys. I don't have any info. I've had a lot of people ask me about it. I'll make a point to next time I talk with the guys from LMR to get some type of explanation as to why, and if they're going to replace them with some other heads. But for right now, that's what we got. 170cc aluminum SVE heads. They're 202 160 valves. So next up is going to be our intake right here, and this is a Performer RPM intake. What's really cool about this is I got it from Justin, but it ends up that this was one of our other friends' intakes. This was Ben's intake, the one in the intro of my video. I'll show you right here. So right there, that's Ben's car. So back in like 2006, Ben sold this intake to Justin, and somehow or another I ended up with it. So I think that's just pretty cool. Anyway, it's a really good intake. It's been worked on some, so it's going to flow really good. One of the question marks though is going to be the cam. So we don't know what we're going to do cam wise. I gave Justin back the camshaft that we had. So we had a comp cam, ended up giving that back to him. He needed it, so it's fine. We're just not going to use that camshaft. We're going to go with something else. I know everybody wants a custom ground cam put in it, and we very well may. But I want to cover something real quick, like when it comes to custom ground camshafts. And Andrew can probably vouch for me right here. Andrew, I'd say 80% of the camshafts that are custom ground, where do they come from?
They look in a book and tell you which one they're going to pull off the shelf.
Off the shelf.
Charge you $100 more for it.
Exactly. They're off the shelf cams that have been spec'd to fit your car. Basically what they're doing, now look, you are not, and you need to understand this, you are not getting a $300 camshaft custom made by a company for you with custom specs. It's just not happening. You're not paying the same price as you would for an off-the-shelf cam, right? They got to build the tooling and all that to cut these cams. So what they're doing for you though is inputting all your numbers, everything else, and they're pulling a camshaft. Like you may call Doug Herbert and order a custom ground camshaft from him, and it may be a Reuben Racing, it may be a Lunati, it could be whatever, right? So we can spec our own camshaft out and pull one off the shelf. Another thing you got to think of is we're not trying to squeeze every little horsepower out of this car. So if we lose 10 horsepower over a camshaft that we could have done better on, I'm perfectly fine with that. What I do want though is really good streetability out of this car. So that's really the important thing for me. We very well may run the camshaft we've got. We've got a brand spanking new trick flow stage 1 cam in this car. Guys, the heads we have don't really flow that much anyway. But more than likely, we're going to go to a different cam. I mean, we'll probably end up with like a Anderson cam or something like that. I do want streetability, so I don't really even care that the car hits really hard, because we do a lot of tuning here at night, like late at night, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I don't want this thing to be obnoxious and aggravate my neighbors. We literally can tune this car 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and not bother anybody. This thing is so quiet right now. So I kind of want to keep it that way. You add a big camshaft to it, does make it a little louder, a little more obnoxious. What is our time frame on this probably, Andrew? We're looking, I don't know, we got
to get back before takeover.
We got to get back before takeover.
You got everything put bottom end together.
Yeah, probably 3 weeks.
Probably something like that.
I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks.
Just to have the short block ready.
Yeah. So probably will give us 3 weeks, and we should have the short block together.
Because we got to pull the motor out of this car.
That's true. Yeah, we got. Well, I'm gonna try.
That'll be a day in itself.
We're gonna try to do everything that we need to do to build the short block. We should be able to do it without pulling this motor out. As far as getting the motor in the car and getting it running, it's definitely going to be over a month for sure on that. Just because we got to pull this motor out, we got to get the heads off of it. There's a couple little things that we got to get, right? So that's to be expected. I do want to take you over here and show you our ring setup though. These rings are giraffe ass. These are gapless rings, and guess what? all of the rings have got to be gapped. So it's going to be a day job right there. I mean, this is not going to be fun. I've never gapped the rings. I mean, I know how to do it. I've watched enough videos on it. But Nate's going to come over. Yeah. Nate's going to come over and help us with this and make sure that we do everything right. So he's going to have a hand in this. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Joe Nate, J-E-R-E Speed. And we're going to plastic gauge everything just to make sure. Now, in our case, plastic gauging something really is just going to tell us what oil we need to run in it, is all that's going to do, because we're probably not going to go get a custom set of King bearings or something like that. But what this will do is allow us, you know, that way we know what thickness oil we have to run in the car. That's the main thing for plastic gauging this. So we're going to check everything, make sure it's all good. And we've got most everything for the bottom end. I think we got the rings. What else? These are our bearings back here in this box. We are going to use the same pickup tube. We got a Canton oil pan over here, 7-quart oil pan down there, if you guys can see that. All right, guys, there's not much else to really say. I wanted to kind of make this a full video for you, so we can show you the block and stuff like that, and kind of let you know what's going on. There was something else I wanted to let you know. Oh, I guess I can take you around the car since we've done some stuff to it and show you the inside. I busted my butt on this back seat cleaning this. It took me probably 2 hours, guys. I mean, it was rough. So it looks really good, but that's
2 hours of watching me do it.
But that's what I do. I mean, I work really hard on stuff and I make sure it's right. So that's what I do. Andrew didn't do anything. Nah, Andrew busted his butt on this, guys. I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera. Yeah, man, these back seats were filthy. But guys, look at this.
Literally orange from.
Yeah. Guys, look at this though. Look at this interior. Man, I couldn't be any happier. It's dirty right now. We need to vacuum it and stuff. But so as you can see, we worked really hard back here in this hatch. Everything has been re-dyed, resprayed, all new seals. I do have to do the jam up here, trunk jam. Got to get that, the hatch. But we got our new carpet in. Everything looks really good. Now up here, we got cheap on this. We got lazy. And we actually dyed this. We do have somewhat of a board back here. It's not pretty, guys, but it is what it is. So we've got us a board back here for the back, yeah. Kind of keep everything in, but so that's that. We've just really been cleaning on the car and trying to get it ready. Got all of our new speakers in. So we have CT sounds all the way around the car now. So we got them up front and in the back. Also, I have drained all of the water out. I actually forgot about this. When we put these heads on, I didn't ever put like distilled water or anything in this. We just put regular old tap water in it, and I forgot about it. So we're draining all this out, and we're putting our antifreeze and distilled water over there in the car. I'm going to burp the system, make sure this thing, you know, stays nice and cool. Andrew is not so excited anymore. He can't go, like I said. So I don't know if you guys will see this video before or after. I'm going to try to get it out before we leave. That way you guys know what's going on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.